Hello and welcome to Sunset Seekers. However you found this video, we are so very honored that you're here, whether you're a returning subscriber or whether you're just looking for a little bit of information on Lake Bistineau State Park. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, we do mostly state park campground reviews in the states of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. That's kind of our operating range. That's due to our work schedule and our vacation schedules. So if you're looking for some information on state parks, especially in those 4 states, then you're in the right place. You should hit that subscribe button. I think you'll like some of the content that we have. We do have a number of state park campground reviews in our video library, so you should check those out. Now, due to our busy work schedules and also the vacation schedules that we have through our work, we don't typically like to venture out more than 6 hours from our home, and we really love state parks the most. That's where we just love to camp. There are other great options out there for camping, but we prefer state parks, and fortunately for us, there are over 93 state parks within 6 hours of our home in East Texas, and this is one of them. We are here today at Lake Bistineau State Park in Louisiana. Our first initial impressions, we just got here. It is a beautiful park. When I'm looking to go to a state park, I like to see a little bit visually of what the state park looks like. And I like to see some campsites. So basically, I'm making the type of video that I want to see when I'm researching a state park. So hopefully you'll find this video to be very informative. We're only here for the weekend, just 2 days, and then we'll be heading back. Lake Bistineau is very close to us. It's only like an hour and a half away from our home. So first things first, before I get to the rest of the campground and the RV loops and the cabins and everything else that the state park has to offer, I'll take you around our campsite here just to give you an idea of what you can find in this loop. Now we are in campsite 10, and this is a 50 amp site. It is not full hookup. It does not have sewer. So since Christy and I are only here for the weekend, we did not bring our portable waste tank with us, but if you're going to have an extended stay here, I would recommend bringing with you a portable waste tank. It's a relatively level site. It didn't take a whole lot for us to get our rig level, although I did use quite a bit of blocks on the back. I did block it up quite a bit there. Now, most of the sites that are on this loop have this deck out in front, which is pretty neat. I am a little curious as to why they did not put some kind of stairs on the front of them, because it's a pretty substantial drop down here. It's a couple feet on this one down to the campsite. And as you can see, the fire pit is a distance away from the campsite in campsite number 10, which is okay. That's not too bad. At least it's a pretty level area around the fire pit. I hate to get to a campsite and the area around the fire pit is really sloped, and it's just not comfortable. I like a really nice level area, which this is. This is a nice level area around the fire pit here. And then you can see it does have a lantern hook here. It's got your barbecue grill, picnic table on a concrete slab. Very nice shaded spot. This Spanish moss that's in the trees here is something that we're not used to seeing a lot, but it is all over the place here in this part of Louisiana. This right here is site number 12, and you can see there's a pretty good distance here between site number 12 and our site, and that being the back of the site there. The campsite on the other side, they have a little bit of privacy, so I like the way these are laid out. They're really not bad. Probably my favorite sites on this loop are right here in the area where we got our
10, 12, 14.
This is site number 10, which I would recommend. That is site number 12. On the other side is number 14, and of course on the other side of that is site number 16. One of these 4 sites, I think, if you're going to book, those are probably, well, those are my favorites anyway. I would try to book one of these sites. They're all pretty nice. I like our site number 10. And we do a little bit of research before we book a site. We look at the map, and you can only learn so much from a state park map. There's only so much information you can gather from that. But we try to do a little bit of research and find some videos that do a drive-through of the park to give us an idea, and we try to pick our site according to that. So that's kind of the reason why I make the videos that I make, so that you have a better view of the park and can make a more informed decision about what site you want to book during your stay. For us, site number 10 is one of our favorites. And I do like the fact that there's this deck that they put out in front. It's a very large area. Our rig is 31 feet long. This deck is almost that long. I would say that this deck is probably 25 feet in width.
Pretty big.
It's a pretty big deck.
That has got to be a bonus for me, since I don't want to be in the swamp.
Right. Yeah, it's a comfortable place for us to hang out, because it is so kind of swampy around here. This is definitely something that sweetens the deal a little bit. But that is a very large deck. And most of the sites out here have a deck this size or bigger. Okay, we're going to walk down and check out the fishing pier down here that's right down in front of our campsite. Let's swirl around here and show you what we're looking at here.
It kind of creeps me out a little.
We're not really bayou people, are we?
Mm-mm. I guess I'm not really a camping girl. I'm more of a glamping. Oh, I should have brought my... Did you bring your camera?
Uh-uh.
Your phone?
I did not.
We'll have to come back out here. I'm bringing a camera. You, babe, you want to go for a swim?
Not really.
You always wanted to go for a swim?
No. I'm good.
All right, then.
I don't think I want to go for a swim in this.
I mean, I don't know, why not?
It is pretty though. I like these. I love these trees with this big Spanish moss hanging off of them. It's just something we're not accustomed to seeing.
Yeah. Well, in
Really
Florida
is
has
beautiful.
that Spanish moss everywhere, kind of like it is here.
We've taken a look at these sites in the RV camping loop, and I think we've given you a pretty good idea of what to expect when you get there, and we've also given you our recommendations for which sites that we think are the best for you to book. So we'll move on to show you a few other things that Lake Bistineau State Park has to offer before ending this video. First, we'll give you a peek at one of the awesome group camping sites that can be found at the park, followed by a quick look at the cabins that offer a wonderful alternative to the RV and tent camping sites. And finally, we'll give you a bird's eye view of both the boat ramp and Lake Bistineau. These roads back in here are terrible.
Awful.
Pretty though. It's a pretty drive back in here.
It is, yeah.
We are headed to the group camp number 1. Is that what it was?
I believe so. Whoop. Where's the 2-minute counter?
Oh, I did not see that.
Because you're too busy looking at the camera instead of the road.
Hey, I happen to be a videographer.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I have to put up with.
ah, ah, ah.